Hi, so I missed my 1 year anniversary of trying to do weekly videos on this channel, but I just checked and my very first Geek Week was November 5th of last year, and since then I've uploaded like 40 something videos, so I think I've done an okay job of trying to do a video a week. Now, on to the subject at hand. It is the long-promised Doctor Who Series 8 wrap-up today. Now, please be warned that this discussion will not be spoiler-free, especially for the finale. Warning again, spoilers ahead. We all know that I was very sad to see Matt Smith go last Christmas, but at the same time, I was souped for Peter Capaldi. The 12th Doctor lived up to all of my expectations. And beyond. He was Scottish, he was angry, he was clever, he was vulnerable, he was uncomfortable with physical contact, he was my big baby, and I love him, I love him, I love him. A+, Doctor casting. Clara Oswald continues to ruin my life with her perfection. Jenna Coleman is just amazing. Clara's character development throughout this season was so important and so lovely. I best not hear anything else about Clara being like a two-dimensional character or nothing but a plot device. Part of people's initial problems with Clara, I believe, were in her writing when she first showed up, because she was all wrapped in this impossible girl mystery, and the concern wasn't so much who is this character as a person, it was more why and how does this girl exist. And her character development did suffer for it last series, but they made up for it and more in Series 8. Her relationship with 12 is just so much more intense and believable and multifaceted than her relationship with 11. Just the way they pushed each other and supported each other and sometimes didn't support each other. Easily one of the most, if not the most, fascinating Doctor-companion relationships of New Who. There's just so much there. Which brings us to the other vehicle through which we learned about Clara, Danny Pink, the Bae. So beautiful, so broken, so wonderful, and good. I was so all about that Danny Pink. I have Danny feelings. The dynamic between he and Clara and 12 was just something else entirely. A lot of the episodes were standalones, plot-wise, which is, like, fine, but I also started to feel like some of the plots were really thin. Like, episode 10, In the Forest of the Night. What was that? What was the plot? What actually happened? I was bored. And by then, it was time for the finale anyway, and I just wanted to get there. I was just like, bring the finale. Bring it the fuck on. I'm over any of this. The characters still totally had me, but the plots, I wasn't feeling it for a little while. In the end, I was pleased with the character of Missy, but I was definitely not that interested in her during the season. After she showed up once or twice and I knew we weren't going to get any answers about her until the two-part finale started, I was just like, eh. There wasn't enough payoff to keep me interested until the point that I figured it would all be explained. Don't get me wrong though, in the moment of Darkwater, I was totally pumped and all about the anticipation and screaming, "Who are you?" And like when she said the master, I was like fist pumping to high heaven because female master. But again, during the actual airing of the season, I was just like, don't bother. I'm not interested in you intentionally shoving mysterious character in my face. Just not. The finale was a fucking doozy, though. I don't like being told that I'm going to cry at things, because I often don't when people expect me to cry. And of course, Moffat put out all these things that were like, ooh, you're all gonna cry. And I mean, I sort of expected that I was maybe probably going to cry, but I wasn't sure. And of course, I freaking cried. A lot. I nearly cried about Osgood, and I'm very sad about her, but I think I was still really overwhelmed and things were happening too fast for me to actually cry. I was also definitely freaking out about Danny, but again, I don't think I cried during a lot of his plight because so much of it was happening with the finale things. The first thing that set real tears on my face was definitely the Lieutenant Lethbridge Stewart as the Cyberman thing, which is ridiculous because I still haven't watched much classic Who. But I can still appreciate the throwback. I still have feelings. So yeah, from that salute onward, basically, it was like cry, cry, cry. When Danny gave up his chance to come back for the little boy, it was like cry, cry, cry. And when Clara and the doctor met up, it was like cry, cry, cry. And when they both lied to each other, I was like, why, cry, cry, cry. And through the rest of the scene, I was just like, stop being idiots, tell each other the truth. Oh God, it all hurt, everything hurt. And I was completely inconsolable when the credits came up. And then the plot twist happened. And honestly, that whole Santa thing was the most ridiculous thing I've ever experienced in my life, period. I don't know if a memo went out about the extra scene being a Christmas special teaser, but if not, I did not get that memo. I didn't even get the memo that there was going to be a scene, that there was going to be like a cock tease about when the credits actually started. So the last person in the world that I expected to be swooping in to save the doctor from his sadness was Santa freaking Claus. I stopped crying. I literally threw myself on my dorm room floor, stared at the ceiling in disbelief for a while, and then laughed maniacally for like 3 minutes straight. I was just emotionally overwrought. So, okay, there was a lot going on here, but basically, I was very pleased with the majority of this season. Yes to Clara development. Yes to 12. Yes to Danny. Yes to what Missy eventually became. I thought the series lost a bit of momentum before the finale, but then the finale made up for it. I keep hearing rumors that Jenna is going to be done after Christmas, which would break my freaking heart because I love Clara Oswald, and I do not want to say goodbye to her yet. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't heard any official confirmation of Jenna's departure, so fingers crossed. Although, I will admit, it will be hard to navigate Clara after losing Danny, but no. I am not ready to let her go yet. And obviously, it is a 12-episode season of a fairly complicated show, so this is not a comprehensive list of all my feels, but that is the overarching reaction to the season. Thank you for watching my face.
Bye!